Hi everyone, Nen here. A few disclaimers before I start the story. First of all, I'm sick, so sorry if I sound weird, and this mic makes me sound younger. Also, if you don't leave a like on this video, my dog will eat your face off. Hello everybody, Nen here. Today I'm going to be telling a story about my most embarrassing moment. I had to work up the guts to tell this one, oh my. So, a few years ago, back in I want to say 3rd grade, I used to love to camp, like go outside, camp, you know. I was not like fascinated with natures and I freaking hated bugs, but I mean, you know, I was fine with it. I liked camping. I don't know what it was with camping, I just liked it. So I went, you know, I used to be in Cub Scouts, and for like the Cub Scouts you go camping and all that. That's a big part of it. And they have like this 3-day camp where like they feed you and all that. You had to go for 3 days once you reached, I think, 3rd or 4th grade. And me and my friends, thinking that we're big-year-olds and can toughen up in the forest for 3 days would be fun. We all did it. So we all went to this camp, and you know, the first day we all got there, everything went perfect. Like, amazing. Like, it was, like, fun, you know, we were all running around, there was, like, sports you could do and all that. And, I mean, we're not really athletic and all that, but still. And then after, when, like, it became night, I taught all my friends how to play Ghosts in the Graveyard, and then some of the older kids started to play, so, you know, we just felt, like, me and my friends, we felt super cool, because we just felt better. And so, to describe what was going on, basically, we all had to like bring our, sorry, I'm sick, by the way. We all had to like bring our own blankets in and all that. We had like, then they had like tents set up already. Now these tents were absolutely disgusting. You know, so first of all, let me build it up real quick. Let me tell you about the tents. It was like a open, like a curved tent. I'll probably put in a picture. It was like open, 2 beds, so you had to bunk with someone, and that was like, it was just open and weird and like very uncomfortable. You slept very close to the wall, and the bed and the mattress was like very bad, but that isn't important. So since we're out in the middle of the forest, you know, bugs can get around. The bugs are everywhere, you know, it's a part of life. But there were a ton of daddy long legs. Like I would say there's like 5 on the wall, like bunch on the ground, like something. Like my friend Jonathan, he had like a backpack, and there's like 7 spiders on his backpack. But like, really though, there was like 3, to be completely serious, 3 on the wall, 1 on Jonathan's backpack. There was like 2 crawling on around my bed. There was like 3 on Jonathan's side. It was like a lot of spiders. And like, it wasn't, and so you could see out. After we were all done playing Ghosts in the Graveyard, they forced us to go into these tents. And we go in the tents and all that, and like we couldn't go back out. And obviously, since I was like in like 3rd or 4th grade, I was like, if I get caught, oh my gosh, I'll be killed, I'll be destroyed, it'll suck. Really, if I went out, the worst thing they could do to me was send me home, and honestly, that wouldn't have been that bad. I could have just gone home and played PlayStation all day. But at night, you know, we like sang that, we put down the flag, I think. We sang, ate dinner, which for me, what I would do at this time, I had not gotten a hold of these. I just smuggle Cocoa Puffs. They had like these like cereals, and like, you know, like it's like the quick pack cereals. I would smuggle Cocoa Puffs, and that made me really cool, because I'd smuggle Cocoa Puffs. I don't know why that's important, it just is. That's all I'd eat there. And so, you know, dinner, it was disgusting. Everything else was disgusting besides the Cocoa Puffs. And like the other cereals they had, I smuggled those as well, but I kept the Cocoa Puffs for me. And so, we are all done. We start going back to our tents and go to bed. Well, after playing a few rounds of Ghost in the Graveyard, but yeah, you know. So, someone, I think, like, lit something on fire or something. I forget what happened, but, like, something big. Like, there was a huge argument. And I couldn't sleep. This is... I still hate myself for this, but I couldn't sleep. And, like, all the spiders crawling around and all that, I just really wanted to, as a kid, you know, I'm like, I can't live with this, I'm gonna die. So, I wanted to go home, you know. So, I like, start bursting out crying, basically. And when I say, like, crying, I mean, like, I'm not, like, tearing up or anything. Man, young me was such a pussy. But, like, oh my god, man, I was, like, tearing up. I was, like, screaming, shouting, like, let me go home. And my dad was, like, a chaperone, I think, what he was, technically. He came, and no one else's parents were there. So, first of all, like, the tribe leaders come by, and they're, like, yelling. They're, like, what is going on, and all that. They're like yelling at me because I'm like, not yelling at me, they're like, are you okay and all that. And then like a kid in like 6th or 7th grade, I think, he might have been in 5th, but he comes by and he's like basically he's like the teacher's pet of Cub Scouts. And he's with his, I think, dad. And they're like, okay, yeah, I mean, but you can't go home till tomorrow and all that. And then my dad comes by. And then my dad's like, Nate, be quiet. This is embarrassing and all that, and he's and in my head, I thought he was basically telling me to go jump off a bridge because I'm annoying and just don't matter in life. But in reality, he was just saying that I need to calm down. You know, he was being probably nicer to me than I described both of the times. But so basically after that, I calmed down for like 5 minutes. And so funny fact, Jonathan was over there sleeping the entire time. He never woke up. Never. So, after all that, you know, like, my dad, I still keep on crying. I, like, take a 5-minute break and then start crying again. And, my dad, like, comes back and he's like, Nate, he's like, calm down and all that. And he says I have to go sleep in his tent now, like, because there's 2 beds in his as well. And his had a lot less bugs. I just want to make that clear. And I just, like, sat there, like, I just want to go home. I don't want to do this anymore. This is, like, not what I expected. I want to go home. And so, that's, after that, you know, I fall asleep eventually because it's, like, 3 a.m. now. And I wake up, and we go to breakfast, and I'm sitting around, all my friends are like, did you hear that last night? Oh my, and Jonathan had no idea as well, and he's like, wait, what are you guys talking about? And, like, they're like, there was, like, a pack of hyenas or something, like, they were so loud, it was, like, so loud and annoying, bro, we couldn't sleep, and I just sat there, and I'm like, do you guys want my Cocoa Puffs that I smuggled? Like, so, you know, I smuggle breakfast, dinner, and lunch, and, everything else. And the whole entire day, I have to walk around and people are like, did you hear that pack of hyenas last night? Did you hear those, like, dogs, like, wolves? Did you guys hear about those alpacas that were really loud? I'm not sure what that last one was about, but, it was so funny and sad at the same time, but after that, you know, things started getting better. One of my friends just was like, oh yeah, we had a tent this whole entire time, and we didn't tell you guys about it, but we'll set it up now. And so we, like, all of my friends bunk in one tent, and we're basically all, like, it's a little gay, but no one cares. And there was, like, one moth, and that's it. It was so much better. And so you know, a few days later, one of my friend's dad ended up bringing McDonald's. Best thing I've ever ate in my entire life. I know that was off topic, but still. The day after that, everyone like was still talking about it. I have no idea why, but people were still talking about it. And I just like go over to my friends and like, hey guys, remember those like pack of hyenas? That was me crying. And they all just looked at me. And then I was like, hey, anyway, want some Cocoa Puffs? And, yeah, that's basically, I think that's really the end of the story. I don't remember anything else that happened. Oh, yeah, at the end, like, so we spent, like, 3 or 4 days there. And, like, we were doing, like, things the entire time, so we get badges. At the end, I never claimed the badges. Like, my dad never, we left. My dad would just wanted to get out, and so did I. So I never claimed the badges, and I never got them. And anyway, a few years later, I ended up getting to Boy Scouts and dropping out immediately, because I'm like, I want to be a pro Fortnite gamer. And really, though, I just dropped out, because I had other stuff going on, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. So, that's the end of the story. Hope you guys have a nice day. Leave a like and subscribe. Yeah, do it, or, if you don't do it, my dog will eat your face off at 3 a.m., and that's not good. Remember that.